Hello and welcome to another installation of Zyori Vlog. I hope you all had a safe and sound New Year's. It's currently New Year's Day and well, we're kicking back and relaxing a little bit over here. We're at that 2-week mark again, so it is time for another update with what's going on behind the scenes. And this 2-week stretch, we actually have a fair bit to talk about. Hopefully most of you by now have seen the job listing on ZyoriTV. We made that cute little PDF. It's about an 8-pager talking about some of our achievements and the kind of people we're looking for and some of our plans for the future. Blown away by the response from this job listing, and I have to give some credit to my man Matt, who's been working with me recently. It was his idea to kind of put that PDF together. I was just going to make a forum post, and I'm really happy with the way that whole thing turned out. A lot of people sent me really nice feedback, just like, by the way, man, that thing looked awesome. I saw that, and I knew you were the kind of person that I wanted to work with. Hearing that kind of stuff is awesome. That's really cool, and I'm glad people enjoyed learning a little bit about what we've been doing in esports for the last 2.5 years. I think it's been downloaded like 3,500 times since we posted it, which is unbelievable. I just did not think so many people would care about working at ZyoriTV. With that said, we got a lot of resumes, a lot of interesting people applied for writers, casters, content producers, some people with really great ideas that I think in maybe a month or so we can really run with after some prep work and art design and all that good stuff. We got a really interesting mix of people that applied. We've got some that were really overqualified for their positions. We had people with like multiple degrees, all this experience, and it's just like, I think you're cut out to be a little more than a writer for ZyoriTV. We don't pay that well, sorry. And there were some people, of course, inevitable with any kind of HR endeavor that are horribly underqualified. And although I appreciate their strive and vigor to apply, what are you gonna do? You got to have some experience at some point. But it's really nice. It's really cool to see all the people that applied. We got a lot of people that applied from League of Legends. It continues to amaze us how big the League of Legends scene is, and also how friendly and receiving, welcoming they are. Great, very refreshing. We have a lot of cool League content coming up. We've talked to 3 content producers so far that I think we're going to be able to seal the deal with, so to speak. We haven't signed anything official yet, but we have some people with some pretty cool ideas, and I'm really looking forward to. There are still a lot of applications to go through, and I'm sure I know there are at least a couple of you that have applied, waiting to hear something back, and we're working on it. We got quite a few resumes, and we're trying to tackle them in order of not necessarily importance, but time management. So obviously, new shows and projects that need a lot of development, we're trying to focus on those first to get those people in the door, at least the initial round of them, and kind of get them situated so they can start working with us, get a feel for what's expected, and then start working on adding more writers and adding some of those other positions. So it's a step-by-step thing. Again, if you send a resume in, we got it, we've read it, you're cataloged in our number of spreadsheets, and you're going to get a reply eventually. So we're going through and slowly setting up interviews with some of our top choices, and of course you'll know when people are officially on board and start producing content under the ZyoriTV wing. If you're interested in applying for some of the positions, this is the first you've heard about it, head over to ZyoriTV, the most recent post on the homepage, or you can just go to ZyoriTV/jobs.pdf with a capital J, capital jobs, because yeah. So you can still apply. We're going to leave that email open, active. That's going to be our indefinite portal. We're going to have a page up after we go through all of these resumes of just like, hey, go ahead and apply. If you have content, have an idea, shoot it by us. We're interested to hear about it. So go at it. By all means, the doors are not closed. We're taking applications. I will say, if you're a writer that applied, we by far got the most applications to be a writer for League of Legends content. So if that was one of the positions you applied for, just be warned, it's cutthroat. There are some really intense people that applied for those positions with a lot of esports, a surprising amount of esports experience. So really just kind of wanted to update you guys, give you a feel of what we've been doing, going through the resumes and whatnot. It's sort of a two-man show in terms of going through the resumes and setting up the interviews. Of course, why we're trying to expand. So it is slow going. We said from the beginning we're expecting this to take at least another 2 weeks or so before we have kind of a core group going on. We're also trying to figure out how many people can we handle, how many can we get adequate or kind of adequated to the way we do stuff. you know, we don't want to bring in too many people too quickly and then have everyone confused and not know what to do. So we're trying to not bite off more than we can chew, so to speak. But I'm really excited. I think we're going to have content for all 3 MOBA games coming out. And with that said, the Zyori Breakdown, there have been no episodes recently because the Heroes of New Earth replay system is still down. I haven't heard any information about when it's going to come up. I don't know why it's down. I don't even know if it's broken and they just took it down as a precautionary measure and no one's noticed yet. The best I've gotten was one of the guys on Reddit was like, oh yeah, we submitted a ticket through the help desk. I'm like, great. That sounds awesome. Meanwhile, my show is off the books because there's really not much we can do. I mean, I thought about ways to do some episodes where we could use practice mode or just do interviews, but it's really, really difficult without any kind of replay at all. I couldn't really craft enough in practice mode to make a meaningful episode without a replay. The only episode that we've done that is the underloved items. So I guess we could have done something, I don't know. I can't even think of something else that isn't totally a ripoff of Underloved Items 2.0. So we've had plenty of else to do, plenty of other stuff to do, I should say. So it's honestly, at the moment, I could use the break from the breakdown to get everything else in motion. So the breakdown is sort of tentatively scheduled to return. It's one of those things that's like, all right, we're back. You know, we did like a nice announcement. The first episode, a lot of people watched. We're real excited. We did another one, and then week 3, it's like, all right, let's... Oh. We can't download replays. Oh yeah, it must be just a temporary thing. 2 weeks later, we still don't have any replays. So I don't know. They're really hurting my efforts to try and revitalize the breakdown. So who knows, guys? Who knows? The breakdown is kind of in limbo at the moment. Other than that, that kind of sums it up. We don't have a whole lot else going on right now. Like I said, the hiring is taking up the bulk of our effort, and also going through and writing more literature, getting people adequated, and you know, of course, writing job descriptions and contracts, and lots of writing been happening. So there will be a lot of content kind of in January. That's what we're aiming for. Like I said, we're planning on this taking another 2 or 3 weeks. So, you know, mid to late January is when stuff's really gonna start pumping. So until then, guys, we'll come back at you in another 2 weeks with hopefully a vlog filled of exciting details about working with new ZyoriTV partners. Again, if you want to apply, go over to Zyori.tv and look for the most recent news post. The doors are still wide open. Hope you're all having a happy new year. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other. We'll see you on another cast.